That life has bestowed with. Prayer works wonder, prayer should spring from the heart, thinking of the supreme power beyond all the human resources. As a kind of auto suggestion, I request everyone to respond to Amitai Bharat.
Wait.
Thank you, heavenly areas, for letting the goodness sparks to the spiritual chain reaction within ourselves. It is gratifying to look around and see bright sparkling faces filled with enthusiasm and gathered words today. So luckily, the weather is on our side today. The sun and I are pleased to offer you all a warm welcome to this management program. A leader is one who lights the path to the impossible and takes those who follow to great heights. I am luckily grateful to call upon our eminent leader, backbone of support, and our guiding light, Dr. C. Sundar, the Management Studies, to address the gathering.
Distinguished guest, Mr. Amitabh Shahe, Vice President, Sales and Marketing, Lotte India Corporation. Respected Head of the Department MBA, Dr. Arulmozhi sir. Respected Part-Time Coordinator, Mr. Dr. Kumar. Head Computer Science, part-time faculty, and most dear working professionals. Very warm morning to you all. Today, I am very happy and delighted to be part of this first management development program organized by the College of Management, SRM IST Ramapuram campus. And today, I am very happy to see the first year of part-time student also. We are going to inaugurate today the first year part-time. The title itself very impressive. Business agility, leveraging business agility. As you're all the working professionals working in the different industry, and you have chosen your management career in SRM IST Ramapuram. At this juncture, we extend our sincere thanks and gratitude choosing of IST Ramapuram for pursuing your management program. We are here from the year 2007 offering full-time program, and from 2012 we started part-time MBA 3-year program to catering the needs of working professionals. It's a lot of demand and lot of request from 2010 onwards. So we started from 2012 and first batch is passed out in 2015. Right from 2012, each and every year, we are attracting more number of people for part-time MBA. So as you all aware that SRM IST School of Management, one of the pioneer institute offering management program. So why management development program? We invited only the part-time student because you are the working professionals, and we considered rightly the program which suit only for the working professionals. If we call the regular student, so probably we could organize only in the TRP auditorium, the hall will not be enough. So because more than 600 students will be participated. But we have taken the call, we will invite only the part-time. This is the right audience to invite for attending this kind of management development program. You can go through the guests who are invited today. All are from very high position and from very reputed institute or corporations. So today we have Amitabh Shahe. So he's a vice president of sales and marketing. You can imagine that. So for inaugural and making a first session, so we invited such kind of eminent stalwart from the marketing field, that too from the reputed Korean company. So why I preferred business agility as a topic. So agile is really be connected with the software, but so now we have to look after and we have to go in-depth analysis of business agility. So we can quote a lot of company as an example. So because if they are not business agile in nature, they are failed and they are also lost from the market. The best example is if you take Nokia. So in the year, you can see Nokia has its market share up to 80%. It's a dominant company playing in the mobile phone market. And the company does not feel or recognize the changing pattern happening in the industry. Samsung has rightly identified some kind of expectation from the customer, some kind of marketing changes is happening. They come out and they launch the smartphone. Nokia delayed of introducing such kind of innovation, even though they have 80% of market share. They failed overnight, and they now the company is lost from the place, and they are also went out of the India. So now we can relate a business agility, this kind of model. So business agility is nothing but, so we have to adapt to the changes, and we have to scan the environment, and we have to sense what kind of changes happening, and we have to fast enough to convert the changes into opportunity, and we have to capture the market. So it's not only for the great corporation or startup venture, it is applicable for all the individual. So we should list out a lot of skill set, so which is prime most important for successful of an employee or employer. But nowadays, the important skill set is we should be agile in nature. So we should adapt to the changing happening in the environment. We should upgrade ourselves. What is the skill set required? We have to upgrade the qualification. So we have to pursue the program in the online. So only we can able to sustain in the competitive environment. The same thing, you can also take an example of Hindustan Motors. So again, before launching or introducing of Maruti Suzuki, so up to 1983, Hindustan Motors is the almost 90% of market share having of Hindustan Motors, and Ambassador and Contessa Classic. The brand is familiar with all the households of the India. But the people, again, they are not agile in nature. So again, the Maruti launch, they come out with a different model, different feature. They could not able to compete, or they could not able to sustain. The company also left out. So we can also see lot of example. So this is a case study where we have to look it out and how the company succeed and how the companies fail. So we have to take and we have to analyze towards the management. So which type of management they fail to have, so they could not able to success in the market. And today we have the guest from the confectionery industry. So we had listed out 4 different guests, the 4 different session, but we fixed Mr. Amitabh Shah, the first session. So because we have to start with the sweet. So because it's directly related to the confectionery and the chocolate industry, by inviting him, we are connecting to all the students of first year. So by the presence of guest, we are giving the distribution of sweet or chocolate to everyone. So we fixed Amitabh Shah as a first guest. And sir is having a very rich experience in the different industry. So during of informal interaction, so sir is having experience in the Fevicol related company, and our cello writing instrument at present is having confectionery industry. And you know that the way he grew right from starting his career as a sales, and now he reached to the vice president, and that too from the Korean company like Lotto. You know how difficult to get job in the Korean company. So it itself says that, so what type of skilled person, how knowledge person, and what type of qualification he have. By giving a thunder of applause, we'll welcome Amitabh Shah for this management development program. And so in this connection, I like to thank Mr. Murugan, so organizing and fixing Amitabh Shah for this management development program. And so anyway, the department planning to take a lot of initiative, but we are also expecting the same thing from the student community. So this is our department program. So this is our department. Anyway, you are working in somewhere, but you are the student of MBA in School of Management. So whenever we are organizing any initiative, it's not for us, it's only for you. So you are making, so once if you listen 4 different sessions, if you study for the 3 years, you can able to get input right from today itself. Because so whatever the book, and we are the academician, 100% academician. So whatever the thing we are going to teach, probably we can reach up to 50%. So once the people from the industry, they are coming in, and if they share their experience to the working professional, so that is 100% you can able to understand all the theory into the practice. So only we are planning. So before planning and before organizing, you know how many people involving in that, so how much effort they are taking. So coordinating the guest, coordinating the hall, and coordinating the entire thing. So a lot of manpower, a lot of energy, a lot of productivity. So we are involving organizing this kind of program. And hopefully, I hope second and third year student, I hope you are here. And in future, so whatever the program we are planning to organize, we expect so more number of turnout, and to be present, you have to encourage. And this is for you, that you have to understand, and you have to base on your presence. It will be motivate not only for the guest, even for the organizers. So here I wholeheartedly welcome the chief guest, and also it's my pleasure to welcome Dr. Arulmani, the head of the department MBA, and also is looking after the part-time MBA program also. So my indeed pleasure in welcoming Dr. Umarani, head computer science, and is also handling a computer-related paper for the part-time MBA program. And it's my indeed pleasure in welcoming Dr. Kumar. He's the overall part-time coordinator in Ramapuram campus, both engineering and technology, as well as management. So by giving a round of applause, we welcome all the dignitaries who are sitting on the dais. And my pleasure and happy to see the staff from the commerce department who voluntarily came, and they are also the part of this organizing committee. Dr. Kabir Das Devi madam, and Ms. Amreen Fatima, and Mr. Uday Kumar from computer science is handling the system. So my pleasure in welcoming you all. And Mr. Murugan, you know, is a part-time coordinator for the MBA program. And it's my honor and pleasure in welcoming all the, I'm mentioning not as a student, as a working professional. We consider you are as a working professional. So we will also learn a lot from you, and you can also learn from us. It's a joint learning only, because you have a realistic experience in the industry. You know how this theory, whatever the theory subject you're studying in SRM IST Ramapuram during the course of MBA, where it is applying. So we are also eagerly waiting to learn a lot from you. And you can also learn from us because of our experience. You can also learn few things from us. It's a continuous and joint learning, and I hope so. We are also involved, you also, to share your experience. We are having a lot of program initiatives, and we are going to identify the senior working professional, and we'll have every alternate week, we'll fix a 2-hour session. If a senior professional as a student of part-time MBA, so if you want to share your experience to other students, even if you want to share experience to the regular MBA program, you are invited. And the same kind of the collaborative learning we will have in the near future. So once again, I extend my wishes to all the aspirants of management professionals sitting here. And also I extend my sincere thanks and gratitude to the guest, Amitabh Shah. So today is having a busy schedule. While discussing also, her mother, his mother is fainted today in morning. But even though that, she came over here because of his commitment. So once again, we'll give the round of applause of his commitment. So that is a Korean. So we can, that is a Korean company. Once if they are committed, so they will be fulfilled at any cost. So today my learning from Amitabh Shah is, so that is a thing. Even though first initially he came here, he shared that, so morning before starting to reaching the college, my mother was fainted. So even though I make some kind of arrangement, I reached here because I was committed for this particular program as an guest. So, sir, this is a very good learning. But anyway, this is a Korean principle and Japanese principle. Once they are committed, they will fulfill their commitment. With this, I wish this particular management development program will have a grand success, and I expect so all the audience, all the working professionals sitting here, you will enjoy the session and you have the fruitful information you will receive. Definitely, it will be helpful for your future career as well as for your getting a good marks in the MBA. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your grand welcome. We feel really privileged to have your supervision with us. Our alternate hostel at SRMIC Ramapuram campus. May I now request Mr. S.D. Kumar, Part-time Program Coordinator at SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Ramapuram campus, to facilitate the gathering.
Respected DSLH, Dr. C. Sundar, Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Amitabh Swamy, Vice President, Sales India and Export Lottery India Corporation, respected Head of the Department MBA, Dr. Arul Moli, and my dear colleagues and students who are eagerly waiting for this MD program, that is Management Development Program, to happen. Very warm and happy morning to all of you. I take this privilege to give felicitation address as a part-time program coordinator. First of all, I congratulate all the students for opting this Ramapuram campus to do their MBA course through part-time mode, because SRM IST Ramapuram campus have very well experienced faculty members with adequate infrastructure as far as course curriculum is concerned. And few words I like to say on this felicitation. For every successful person, he should have management skills, and without management skill, no one can lead a successful life. And next one is administration. It is another important skill to lead a life without a stress and to lead their people. So all of you have joined here to enhance your management skills as well as your administration skills for your successful life. I wish you all once again for your better and best future. And I take this opportunity to thank our Dean SLH, Dr. C. Sundar, HOD MBA Dr. Arun Moli, and part-time program coordinator MBA department for organizing such a wonderful management development program as well as inauguration for first year MBA students, and to give me this opportunity as a part of this inaugural function. Once again, I wish you all for great success and achieve higher altitudes in your future endeavors. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your wonderful clarification, sir. It's time to unfold horizon and realize the importance of today. May I now request our Professor Mr. T. Murugan to take an important role to introduce our eminent chief guest, Mr. Amitabh Sahib, Vice President, Sales India and Exports, Lotte India Corporation.
Good morning, all. It's my really pleasure and honor to introduce our chief guest of today's Grand Management Development Program, Mr. Amitabh Sahib, Vice President Sales, Head of Sales for India and Export at Lotte India Corporation. Mr. Amitabh Sahib has got 25 years of experience spanning over in the field of FMCA, CGA, heading various roles, demonstrated history of working in the food and beverages industry, skilled in negotiation, retail, sales, sales operation, and sales management. Strong professional with postgraduate diploma in business administration, 2 years full-time MBA from Welkinar Institute of Management, Mumbai. Mr. Amitabh Sahib headed various roles in various organizations named few. Vice President Sales currently at Lotte India Corporation, Zonal Head BIC, Head GTM India, Perfectile Man Wide of Head, National General Manager at Jahan India, Senior Sales Manager at Pedialyte and Fevicol, Area Sales Manager again Pedialyte Industry over 10 years. Sir, once again, thank you very much for our kind acceptance of the invite. Thank you.
Thank you, Murugan, sir. You will never do anything in this world without courage. It is the greatest quality of the mind, next to honor. We, SRM IST fraternity, highly privileged to honor you, sir. May I now request our Dean, Dr. C. Sundar, to honor our chief guest, Mr. Amitabh Sahib. Thank you, sir. Genesis have dramatic moments of insight, where great things and thoughts are born old. Poems are written in dreams, symphonies are composed complete, science is accomplished with Eureka shellings. Businesses are built by magic touch, something is not tennis. Today we have a person with full of intelligence that blended with harmony and peace. Since we are highly honored and feel magnified with your presence, at this morning, may I now humbly take a step to call upon our eminent speaker, Mr. Amitabh Sahib, Vice President, Sales, India and Exports, Lotte India Corporation. Please, sir.
Good morning. I would like to thank Mr. Sundar. I would like to thank Mr. C. Sundar for having me here. And it really excites me to be in front of such a crowd which is so well equipped and to that extent wants to upgrade themselves. So it's an honor to stand here and address all of you, right? Not long before I was on the other side of the table and I would be listening to lectures like this. And it is because of that only, because of learnings, because of knowledge that you gain here, you come to this side of the dais and then you address. That's the karmic debt to that extent that you fulfill. So that's what I feel. I'm very happy to inaugurate this. Very happy. It gives me an immense pleasure to inaugurate this MDP program. I am told that everyone out here has got good enough experience in corporate world, and you guys are doing quite well in your professional lives. Despite that, you are here to learn and upgrade yourself. This speaks volumes about the crowd I am standing in front of. So you can have a good round of applause for yourself. So it's really a good thing to upgrade yourself. 20-25 years back when I started off, these kind of MDP programs were not so much prevalent, right?
And now people like you to that extent are understanding this and using it as an opportunity to contribute to the society, to the corporate and to yourselves. It's really incredible. There are few things that I'll talk about. What I'll talk about is not the business agility. Business agility, yes, there'll be speakers will be speaking about. I'll talk about what would take you to great heights in corporate world. I'll tell you this because all of you seem to be at the start of your career or in the middle management, right? So what are the 2-3 things that if you concentrate from now to the next 15-20 years in your career, it will take you to the top, in whichever profession you are, in whichever field you are. And that has helped me. And somebody taught me. So it's again a karmic debt to tell all of you what it is, right? See, first thing that you need to know and need to gain is knowledge. Knowledge is very important. When I say knowledge, it is not just bookish knowledge. Since all of you are professionals, you understand what knowledge is. See, suppose someone is in production, someone is into sales, anyone would be into, say, supply chain. There are different facets of every function, right? Sales would have a general trade, a modern trade. Production will have a production planning, R&D. Someone would be on machines. So you may be working in one facet, one aspect of a particular function, but you should know all the aspects of your function, right? Try to get a job or try to get into the other aspect of the function after 2-3 years of working in one function. Do you understand what I am saying? It always helps, and make it interactive. If you have any questions, please ask, right? So it will always help you to understand the entire function. Once you are the master of your function, you can reach at the top level of that particular function, right? For that, you'll have to speak with your colleagues. You'll have to work in cross-functional environment. These things are uncomfortable. Trust me, it is very uncomfortable. What you do is the most comfortable thing to do, but you'll have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations. So knowledge is the first thing that you need to gain. Buy, borrow, steal, but gain knowledge. Else you will not reach where you want to reach. Second thing that you should be doing is you should know how to apply the knowledge. Whatever you learn in your books, right? You'll have to test it out by working in the market or by working wherever. If you are on the shop floor, working on the shop floor, apply it. Then you will understand how practical that bookish knowledge is, right? All of you are from the industry, so to that extent you would understand what you are learning and what is the gap between what you learn and what you do, right? So you need to know how to apply the knowledge that you have gained, right? Because in corporate in last 25 years, I have seen many walking encyclopedia, but when it comes to rolling down the sleeves, dirting your hand and implementing a strategy in the field, they are found wanting, right? So what you learn, try to implement it, right? Implement it in the profession you are already into. So two things: gain knowledge and apply it in the market or apply it in the area of your operations. You'll find many people in the corporate world who have both, but they don't reach to the top. Do you know why? See, all middle management of most of the companies have good knowledge and are good in application also. But if you have to reach to the highest level, then you need one more thing, and that is you should have the risk-taking ability. When I say risk-taking ability, I mean to say you should be ready to take up the projects which are little uncomfortable in nature, right? Which people don't take up for the reason that they know that the chances of that project failing is higher than succeeding, right? When you put your neck on the shaft, pull it through, then you are noticed. even if you fail in that project, then also you are noticed. And that risk you'll only be able to take if you have knowledge and you have the technical know-how of the application of that knowledge. And then you can take a calculated risk, and obviously after that you will share. So while all of you have worked in your respective fields, you can relate to what theory I am saying and what you could have done and what you should be doing to grow. You may ask questions if you want to. I'll share few examples from my past companies wherein I have done that, and it has helped me. There was a time I was working with Perfetti. Perfetti Van Melle, most of you people know. So Perfetti Van Melle is a company which is into confectionaries. Center Fresh, Center Fruit, Alpenlibe, all of you might have grown on that, right? So even I have grown on that. So, but by selling. In my time, the coffees were different. Mahalacto. So this Mahalacto, all of you have heard, no? So it sells in two parts of the country. One is Tamil Nadu, one is Bihar. Bihar I had handled. Now I am working in Tamil Nadu. So Mahalacto used to be the biggest brand in candy in Bihar, and we had another brand called Alpenlibe, which was of our company, and Mahalacto was of Nutrien, right? And Nutrien was very, very strong in rural areas, right? And Alpenlibe, as name suggests, was very strong in the urban area. Urban area, we used to sell in jars, and Perfetti was an Italian company, still an Italian company, and to that extent, there it was a very upper European kind of company wherein you can't discount the products, everything is about branding. You have to sell it in jars properly. While Mahalacto used to sell in a very country way, very desi way. You understand that? Very, very rustic way. They would sell it in sacks and it would sell and discount it and it would go to the rural areas like anything, right? So how many people are from sales and marketing? If you can raise your hand. I think everyone should be from sales and marketing to that extent. You have to market yourself. Otherwise, how would you grow in your life? Huh? I think Mr. Sundar would be advising this on to everyone, right? So all of you should know sales and marketing at least, okay? So where was I? Where was I? So I was telling that this product used to sell in rural areas and this product used to sell in urban areas, right? Our market share at that point of time was 11%. Perfetti was at 11% in confectionery, while Nutrien was at 30%. And but they were weak in urban areas, because in urban areas, consumers look for hygiene, they look for brand, they look for right thing. But Bihar being a place which 70% of the population stays in rural areas, so they were bigger than us. And challenge for me was to take Alpenlibe to a higher level, to a level where it could beat Mahalacto, right? So Nutrien was 3 times of us. So what I did, they used to sell in 100 pieces pouch in sacks, right? So I asked for a 100-piece pouch, right? Company obliged. Our managing director, who is the world CEO now, Mr. Samir Suneja, gave me 100-piece pouch. I started selling it. I started to sell the way they were selling by discounting it. Obviously, in a company like that, it is a strict no-no. After some time, I was caught. I was told that no, you cannot discount it. But they were reaching to the rural areas where I needed to reach, right? And if your product has more margin in it, right, it can exchange more hands, right? From a distributor to a wholesaler to a middleman to a retailer, right? Everyone needs to make money in between, and Nutrien was providing that, and Perfetti would say no to. They say we advertise on TV, so it should reach everywhere. Everyone should get to know about it. That's how Perfetti used to operate. So to beat Mahalacto, what I did, there are around 400 blocks. Blocks, you understand? You call it tehsils here, right? So blocks from where the villages are administered. They are administered. Panchayats are administered from blocks. Block development officers sit in a block, right? All blocks by default are marketed because all the villages would do purchase from blocks. Okay. I appointed around 450 sub-stockists in blocks, right? Blocks are places from where villages are administered and from where you can sell products in the villages. 450 sub-stockists means work of 2.5 years. I spent 10 years in that company. So in 2.5 years, we did that. We started reaching there to change the preferences. We went to all the schools. We did lot of school contact program wherein we talked about the product. We put dealer board everywhere. And now it was not just about discounting. The village where the product of Mahalacto Nutrient was reaching just by margin, we were going there. We were talking about the product. Not just that, we were teaching the kids also in the school about the benefits of Alpenlibe over Mahalacto, right? This is called BTL, below the line activity in marketing parlance, right? Once we did all this, over a period of time, preference started to change. And gradually, Alpenlibe, without discount, reached to an area which was a media dark area because the interiors of Bihar that point in time did not have access. Even if you advertise, you could not reach there, right? So we did BTL activities to reach there, and after 2.5 years, we were above them in the rural market. Perfetti's market share became 33%. So this is how you do it, but you have to have perseverance. When you do all this, other problems will also crop up. If you understand distribution and you have time, I will tell you all that. So while I was doing that, now I have 400 sub-stockists in the villages and I have stockists in the urban areas also, right? In rural area, you give more margin. Why? You give more margin so that your products reaches to the most remote place. There's a transportation cost to it, right? So if you give 5% to a distributor in the urban area, you give 6 or 7% in the rural area. Okay. Now you have 500 sub-distributors who have got 7% margin, and your urban town distributors have 5% margin, right? And the problem is that the products may flow from there. If anyone is indisciplined in terms of selling and wants to offload his product in the urban area, for him it is an easy sale, right? And this guy has a distribution cost also because he has salesmen and he pays the salesman to work in the market. Okay. So all these parties, most of these parties started selling the product in the urban area, right? Then what happened? My urban towns started to decline. There was a solution to a problem which created another bigger problem, right? So what I did, that was a very tough decision. I reduced the sub-stockist margin by 1%. The sale went for a toss. Everyone knew that I would pay. But when you take tough decisions, when you take risks that I was talking about, in heart of heart, everyone wants you to succeed because everyone is facing that problem. And if you are successful, it can be implicated everywhere, right? Everyone told me you will fail on that. But my trade marketing department supported me. They said, why not? We will experiment it. If not anything, we will learn in something. So they gave me a scheme to tie up the sub-stockists for 3 months to an extent of the scheme was of 1% of their total sale, the amount that I had reduced, right? So, and that was in kind, say television or a small pressure cooker. If they make a sale of, say, so that thing that cannot be sold off and discounted immediately to the wholesale market. Are you able to understand what I am saying? So 3 months we did that. Gradually, this became, everyone forgot about the reduction in the margin. The sentiments of the rural market came back, right? And this was implemented across India. And then after that, my career went into a different horizon altogether. And what I talked about initially, that you should have the knowledge, you should be able to apply yourself, you should be able to apply that knowledge, and you should be able to take risks. When you have first two things, you'll be able to do the third thing. I did the all three, not that everything was designed, everything conspired together, and inculcate all this, you'll also. On this note, I would like to wish all of you very best in your careers. Keep doing, keep learning, and try to do new things, take risks, and gain knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amrita sir, for your valuable and worthy points on sales and marketing, promotions of between Maharashtra and Newton, below the line activity, and managing the risk, and how to come up with the connection towards your career and passion. Thank you, sir. Now it's time for a tea break, and you people can just resume between 15 minutes. That is sharp by 11 a.m. Yes, sir. Guys, you people can just resume within 15 minutes, and the refreshments are in the nearby room. Yes, sir.
இதெல்லாம் இருக்குதுல்ல சோனு அவர் எங்க என்ன சொல்றீங்க
Second is Subhash is smoking now. You should give it to Subhash. And,
சும்மா machine போட்டதுதான் எடுப்பாங்க
yeah, you are counting. No, take it.
லிங்க் ஒன்று வரதான் முருகன் சார் நாங்கள் வச்சுட்டு இது பண்ணுவோம் அது
First years present over there. First years.
போன் வேணுமே முருகன் சார் வேணும் ஏன்டா மச்சான் கொடுத்துருவா வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு